Mr. Smite's Improv is a show about improvisation, or comedy made up on the spot. In order to create the best comedy, gnomes from Ironforge and Gnomergon build giant comedy robots and then duke it out until only one comedy robot is left standing. Greetings, friends, and welcome to episode 6 of Mr. Smite's Improv. I am your host and MC for this evening, Dryfusano. Now, before we get started tonight, I failed to mention why exactly I was a gnome in my last episode, so here's what's happened. Last week I went and got a haircut at the barbershop, and things really did not turn out the way that they were supposed to, so I just rolled with the punches. I will mention, too, that after today's episode, I will be moving to a new location. I think Mr. Smite will be a little bit happier that we're not in a human location or alliance settlement for that matter, so I think it'll be a little bit easier for him. So we're going to get started with my first game of the day. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to play a game called What Did You Get? In the game of What Did You Get, I'm going to use my Suggestifier module twice and get 2 random different suggestions. Could be a small item, could be a big item, and then I'm going to try to come up with funny ways to combine the 2. So my first 2 suggestions for What Did You Get will be affection and an ornament. I combined affection and an ornament, and I got Winter's Veil. Next up, a houseplant and a baton. I combined a houseplant with a baton, and I got one really weird leader of a parade. Next up, a photograph and a cookie. I combined a photograph with a cookie, and I got crummy art. Next up, a sleeping bag and a knife. I combined a sleeping bag with a knife, and I got a really scary summer movie. And finally, my last suggestions will be a bottle of perfume and a glass of milk. I combined a bottle of perfume with a glass of milk and got a really nice cookies and cream smell. Alright, well, it's time for a commercial break, but we'll be right back with more of Mr. Smite's Improv here in Stormwind. Well, I think it's been a while since I've checked the ore shipments here in my garrison. Let's see what the Foreman has to say. Hey there, Foreman. What do you have for me today for my ore shipments?
Your ore shipments, they're right over here.
Thank you, my good man. I'll just go and pick them up. What the... You're not my ore shipments. Derp kitty, what are you doing in there? You silly cat.
If it fits, I sits.
Whoop.
And that is how my mustache took over the world for the 43rd time. And now, for your viewing pleasure, for the 45th time, this is how I plan to take over the world.
Hey, what are you doing here? Get off the stage. We're still recording here.
Bah! You will all rule the day that you feared the great yeah. Soon all the world will tremble at my evilness and my mustache. Bah!
Man, oh man. A lot of these weirdos can really come out of the woodwork sometimes. It's weird.
Bah!
And we are back with more of Mr. Smite's Improv here in Stormwind. The next game we're going to be playing tonight is going to be a game that I created myself, which I call the alliterative fortune cookie. Right next to me, I have a bowl of fortune cookies where I'm going to make up an imaginary fortune. Using my Suggestifier module, I'm going to get a random letter of the alphabet, and then using that letter, I'm going to come up with a made-up fortune using that one letter. And my first letter for alliterative fortune cookie will be the letter R. Randy really reads radios reversely round rotundas. Rats rake radishes, racing rhinos. Rhombuses or rhombi reveal robust revolutions regarding robots. And my next letter for alliterative fortune cookie will be the letter S. Sam sips slightly savory smoothies since smiling sans September. Salt seeps, surrounding sailors shooting stars. Sandwiches select submarines, surely supplemented soundly. I don't get Pandaren logic. These fortune cookies are weird. And my next suggestion or letter for alliterative fortune cookie will be the letter J. Just jump, Julian jalapenos, joust jam jubilantly. Janitor's jail, jarless jelly, jabbing jeopardy. Jokes jaunt, journeys jogging jaggedly. My last letter for the alliterative fortune cookie will be the letter N. Nuts nap near nautical nuisances. 9 nice nuptials name nests nominal noms. Ew. And there was the alliterative fortune cookie game for you. Post in the comments below if this is something you like and if this is something you'd like to see in the future. But with that, I need to take a commercial break and we'll be right back with more of Mr. Smite's Improv here in Stormwind. Well, time to head back up to Ashran and get back to Stormwind.
Flam!
Ow. What the... Hey, guard. Didn't you just see me try to fly through an empty archway up there?
I sure did, boss. Something doesn't make sense here.
Oh, you're telling me. And we are back with our final game tonight of Mr. Smite's Improv here in Stormwind. I am now joined on stage by my brothers Talion and Torque for the game of cinematic film dub. The cinematic we have chosen for tonight would be the Rage of the Fireland cinematic from patch 4.2 of Cataclysm. Talion will play the part of Agra, and Torque will play the part of Ragnaros. In this scene, Ragnaros comes to Thrall with a business idea. Please enjoy cinematic film dub. Being the war chief just doesn't pay the bills anymore. Just running out of ideas, too.
Well, Varian has been sending you messages all day about...
Yeah, I told him 4 times already. I left him my last sack of gold with him at his last party.
Well, he is saying differently.
By his big statue with the big anime hair, I do not think it's that hard to miss. It's never that hard to miss.
Oh, very well then, I'll go let him know. For the 1000th time. See you around.
I've got to figure something out. Oh, giant infinite flowing water pool. Tell me what I must do. What the heck is going on here?
Oh, hey there, Mr. Green Jeans. Do I, Ragnaros, have the best business proposition for ye?
What in the name of...
Oh, lad, I'm telling ya, this is gonna be the best thing ever since More Like Mondays and Taco Tuesdays. By the time we are done here, you're gonna be sitting on heaps and heaps of molten hot gold.
Could you back up a little bit? It's getting...
Alright, bro, let's just check my notes here. Here we go. Ragnaros's Firepark.
This just looks like Mount Hyjal.
Oh, imagine it. A giant fire wave pool. It all starts right here at this big tree. And it be covering the entirety of Orgrimmar.
This looks like a really bad idea.
And boom, it comes right out for everyone to enjoy. Enjoy the fire whirlpool.
Hey, this is a bad idea, bad. I'm just gonna go back to playing the auction house. And there you have it, my friends. That was cinematic film dub. If you've enjoyed this episode of Mr. Smite's Improv, please make sure to leave a constructive comment, a like for today's episode, or even a subscription for my channel for future content. With all of that said, I will see you next time.